Hello and welcome to Reloscopes, the Relationship Science Insights podcast produced by LMSL, the Life Management Science Labs. I'm your host, Aditi Kutty, and this is not your regular podcast episode. Over the past few weeks, we decided to focus on some of the practices from the various podcasts across LMSL that our experts have recommended, and see what it's like to actually try them. Now, because I'm not in a relationship, I can't really do that, but I was struck by something Jan Bayliss mentioned in the episode about couple rituals, about love languages and how using love languages helps you understand your loved ones and the people around you better. And I really want to test that out with my colleagues and my friends and have a chat with them and see what their love languages are, see if I was surprised, see if they were surprised about me. So we sat down and we had a chat. Over the last 3 weeks, I've chatted to the other hosts from LMSL, and this week I'm chatting to Tia Jamahama, who is the host of the Personal Productivity Insights podcast and the Personal Resilience Insights podcast. So please check out my conversation with her. I had a really good time. She also had a really good time, I hope. And it was really, really great to be able to spend that quality time with her. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment and let us know what else you want to see from us outside of our podcast episodes. Or also, if you have a specific idea of an episode you want, be sure to leave that in the comments below as well. Bye! Tia Hama, thank you so much for joining me on my not quite vlog about love languages.
Thank you so much for having me. Honored to be here. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Now you haven't done the quiz, so you and I are going to sit down. Well, you are going to do the quiz, and I'm gonna commentate in the background as you do it. But I'm really, really excited to see your results and also hear your thoughts as you go through the quiz.
Me too. I know nothing about love languages, so I'm actually really fascinated.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So the first question is more meaningful to me when someone I love sends me a loving note or text, email for no special reason, or I hug someone I love. Oh, that's cute. I like both of those. Oh, this is terrible. This is a bad start. Okay. But it's more meaningful. I think a hug. Is something that I like very much. Okay, next question.
Why do you prefer that over?
We're diving into some deep questions. Yeah. I don't know. I think I like a hug because especially when I go into a room that is full of people, I feel so loved when a friend goes out of their way to come over and hug me. And it's just instead of just a hi or a wave from across the room or something, it's they made the effort to come over and hug me. And I love hugs. I am a very huggy person.
Okay.
Not everybody is a huggy person. I have friends who are not huggy people, so they are ew, please don't touch me. But I am a hug person. I don't know, I just like squeezing people. It sounds weird.
It's so funny because Gabriella was just talking about how hug-averse she is and how she's I don't want to be hugged.
Not a physical touch person, whereas I feel Dean is a huggy person, which I feel when I see Dina I'm oh my gosh.
Dina can confirm that Dina is a huggy person as well.
Yeah yeah exactly so,
all right, what's the next one?
Next question, same question but different options. So it's more meaningful when I spend alone time with someone I love, just us. Oh my gosh. Someone I love does something practical to help me out. I don't know. It's probably the first one because I think when someone I love does something practical to help me out, that just sounds kind of dull. I don't really know how they would help me out. So I'm just going to go with the first one because I'm not entirely sure how the second one would work. But I love spending alone time with people. I love spending people in group settings, but I love spending alone time with people because I feel special.
Yeah. I just find it easier to communicate with people when it's just one-on-one time. Like when it's a
Yeah.
group, sometimes I feel like your thoughts kind of just escape into the ether because like there's just other people talking at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like people are a little bit more open when they're not surrounded by people.
Yeah.
And you kind of get them one-on-one. You know, you can kind of like, you know, it's that whole like, oh, you don't see what they're like when they're with me kind of situation.
Yeah,
you know?
essentially. Intimacy.
Yeah. Intimacy is key. Okay. Same question, different options.
All of them are going to be the same.
Oh, this is going to be the same. I'm like, oh, right. Okay. This is like the first part. Okay. Someone I love gives me a little gift as a token of our love of concern. As a token of our love of concern for each other. That does make sense to me. I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love. Gives me a little gift as a token of our love of concern.
So, like, if love of concern, is it love
of
or concern
for each other?
Is it love or concern?
No, it says as a token of our love of concern for each other.
It's probably a
Am
typo.
I giving you Band-Aids? Okay.
Because it doesn't Band-Aids.
I'm that friend.
Oh, gee, like I don't know if you're hurt right now, but let me just give you a Band-Aid just in case.
Honestly, okay. I think if we're sort of if we're gonna go with the fact that it's a typo, I think I am still just gonna go with the bottom one, the uninterrupted leisure time with those I love, because I just like that. Like, yeah, when it's not interrupted, because otherwise I feel like you lose the flow. And I hate when you lose the flow and you're like, no, that was so good. This was going so well. But yeah, okay, I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with a project. Oh, I can share an innocent touch with someone I love. I love how that's phrased. I think I'd go with the first one, actually, because I think I've been pretty consistent with the physical touch one up this far.
Yeah.
Someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with a project. I think I'd probably go with the first one because I love the idea of, like, people, like, thinking about how they can help me in, like, a different kind of way instead of me actually asking for help. I think that's so cute. Like, you know, like when people are like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you. And I'm like, that's so cute. Okay.
I feel like your immediate reaction to that one as well was just like, oh. And then the other one you were like, I love how that question is phrased. It's like semantics versus like the immediate feeling of gratification.
Yeah. I'm definitely a physical touch person.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Next one, someone I love put their arms around me in public. Oh, that's cute. Someone I love surprises me with a gift. That's hard because I'm really sentimental with gifts. Like, I keep the most random stuff that people give me, and I keep stuff in my wallet, like receipts from like when I've been out with people. Is a receipt
a gift? Oh, okay, right.
No, just like tokens of like moments.
Right.
So I'm like, when people surprise me with a gift, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like, I keep stuff like that. I'm not a hoarder, but I just keep it. Someone I love puts their arm around me in public. My girlfriends don't really put their arms around me in public. It's like, I feel like that's a dude thing. But like, you know, like you can link arms with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're walking along, or like you hold hands, or like maybe they like hug you. But like, I feel like the arm around thing is like kind of a dude thing.
I think it really depends on height difference. Like, yeah. Like if you have a friend that's just especially taller than you, regardless of gender, I reckon it would probably be easier for them to do that than
maybe that's why that doesn't happen to me, because it only happens to me with guys. Because I have short girlfriends.
Put your arm around your friends now.
I do. Like, I do that with my short girlfriends, but I only have like a number of tall girlfriends, and we don't really do that. I think I'll go with the gift one because I think I like the idea of that.
Yeah, that's cute. I do have a friend from primary school who's considerably taller than me, and she would just rest her elbow on my head, and like, I suppose it's a token of affection, but it's also
I've heard it's
also
annoying.
to piss me off.
Yeah. I'll do the like I'll rest my head on like on top of their head. I find that's a little bit more loving than like using them as like a pole.
I think it really depends on intention, and I think that it's very easy to tell in the moment what the intent is. But yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. Okay. I'm around someone I love, even if we're not really doing anything. Okay. I can be comfortable holding hands, high-fiving, or putting my arm around someone I love. I kind of like just being around someone that I love even when we're not doing stuff, and even if you're doing your own thing, it's just kind of like being in the space. It's just nice. It's like, you know, like you can have that silence and that person's just there and it's not awkward. Like, that's the good stuff right there. That's the good stuff. I love that. Okay. Next one. I receive a gift from someone I love. I hear from someone I love that they love me. That's cute.
Gee, I wonder which one you'll pick.
Probably the second one. I don't know. I love that. Like when my girlfriends are like, I love you. And I'm like, oh my God, I love you too. It's so cute. Like, it's just so wholesome. I would totally go the first one, but I feel like I kind of already said that. So I think I'm going to go with the second one. I don't know. Do you like when people say, I love you to you, or does that make you awkward? Like, I love you, Aditi.
No, I like that. I'm into that. I'm very words of affirmation is words of affirmation is one of my love languages.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So
okay.
I expect a lot of compliments and praise, and I love you going forward.
Yeah, all right. Okay, noted. Going forward. Okay, I love you, Aditi.
Thank you.
I'll run with it.
In practice with Reloscopes.
Yeah, exactly. See, look at us go, guys. Okay. I sit close. It's more meaningful when I sit close to someone I love. I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason. Oh, that's cute. Sorry. Why do I keep saying that? Like I'm looking at this from like some weird.
Love
like,
it. I love it. You're like, oh, that's cute.
That's cute. I think when I sit close to someone I love being like right up in people's grill. Like I am that fit. It sounds really bad, but I love sitting so close, like right there. I was a really clingy child, if it's not obvious.
I think we need to unpack that in a separate episode.
Yeah. This is very exposing. I was like listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about love languages.
Oh yeah.
And sorry, it wasn't your podcast. But I was listening to a show and they were talking about love language, and the guy that was the expert on there, he was saying how your love language is the thing that you crave because it's the thing that you got the least as a child.
Oh,
deep.
That's
oof. Yeah, I know. I was like, right, okay. I'm not gonna look into that a little too deeply, but all right. It doesn't mean you were deprived, but it just means that it's like the thing that you got the least. So maybe your parents gave you heaps of words of like affirmation, but like not a lot of physical touch, or you know, they gave you heaps of gifts but not a lot of quality time. You know, it's not like they were bad parents, but it's just like a balance.
I think the thing about love languages is that it's pretty non-judgmental in how it approaches like this is how you, I guess the main theory that kind of the guy who created it, Greg Chapman, suggests is that you're likely to want to receive affection in the ways that you are probably showing it to other people as well. Yeah. So it's probably just the same kind of back and forth, but not everyone wants to receive or give it in the same way. So it's just about understanding how other people want to receive that.
Fascinating. Okay, moving on. I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love. Wait, do you want me to read out like every single question?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if you just sort of wanted me to like speed through some and then just like keep moving.
You can speed through some if you want to.
All right. Okay, I was like, I don't know how long you want this to be. Okay. I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love. I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love. I like small gifts. I feel like they're more meaningful, honestly. I'm like, that's sweet. Well, let's go with that one. I hear someone I love tell me I'm proud of you. Oh, someone I love helps me with a task. That's hard, but I think I'll probably go with the second one. Someone helps me with a task because I like being helped. I don't like doing things by myself.
You're not an independent woman.
No, I'm not. She's not strong. She
needs help.
Yeah, totally. Like I said, it's not hot girl summer right now. It's just not. It's like sweaty, not independent. Dependent.
It is technically hot girl summer if you're sweaty when you think about it.
It's not cute girl summer, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. I get to do things with someone I love. I hear supportive words from someone I love. Ooh, okay. See, to me, I'm like not really a words person. Words nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I will obviously remember something if it means if what you said meant something to me, but I tend to just not really digest positive comments.
Right.
I think I'm just kind of okay, moving on. I tend to not digest that as much as I do physical actions because I think I hear a lot of stuff, but the actual repercussions of it never really tend to eventuate. So when they do, I'm like, oh wow, that was something. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, actions speak louder than words. I was just going to ask conversely, and this might be beyond the scope of the love language, but how do negative comments affect you as opposed to positive ones?
Unfortunately, I don't brush those off as quickly. I will hold on to that for a really long time. Even if I don't know you anymore. Unfortunately, it's just it's something, and it doesn't have to be, a lot of the time it's not criticism. It'll just be a passing comment that'll just and it'll just be a little jammy jab. Yeah. And I will just not let that go.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying because I'm why can't I remember all the nice things that people say? Yeah. But the negative things always tend to jut themselves in there.
Yeah.
And I always remember those things. Yeah. And I'm just this is not cute. But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We let it go. I think that's why I'm a bit more of an actions person. Because I'm you can say stuff to me, but I don't know, maybe that's because I'm a Gemini and I'm words don't mean anything to me until you do something.
So I guess we know what your distress language is.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. No, right? Honestly. Okay. Someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things. Oh, there you go. I feel connected to someone I love through a hug. I think we're going to go with the first one just because of what I literally just said. Oh, my God.
You're a Gemini.
I am. I am. And it's really bad. But I'm not in a bad way. I'm not a bad Gemini. I'm a good Gemini, but I'm still the two-faced.
Right.
That doesn't make me a bad person.
I don't know. I don't know what being a Gemini means. So to me, you're a great person.
Thank you. I love that. Do you know what star sign you are?
Aries.
Ah.
I do have a birth chart. Okay. Someone who is an enthusiast, a friend of mine, has given me a birth chart. So I know all of that.
That's nice.
Well, it's on a photo somewhere on my phone.
I love it.
Screenshot it. I don't know off the top of my head. There's a Cancer in there somewhere, but yeah,
totally. That's everyone remembers that. They're there's a crab and a horse or whatever. I don't know. People always just need to know Geminis. I'm oh, that's sad for me.
I feel Scorpios are the ones everyone automatically knows what that means.
I hear about Scorpios all the time. Is Taylor Swift a Scorpio? I hear about that all the time, but Anyway, it's fine. Okay. I hear praise from someone I love. Someone I love gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna go with the second one. Sorry, my light, it just got really bright in here because the sun disappeared. Anyway. Looks like I'm being interrogated. This is
I've got a little shiny bit on my forehead.
This is not the vibe. Okay, I'm just gonna like chill that out. Whoa. Okay, there we go. It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to just be around someone I love. I get a back rub from someone I love.
Ooh.
That's a little weird. Sorry.
I mean, if you're in a romantic relationship, would you get a back rub from them? Like, would you use that?
Yeah, I don't think about things in terms of romantic relationships.
Right.
I always think about things in terms of like my girlfriends and like my guy friends.
Yeah.
I never think like I have not been in a relationship for such a long time that I no longer think about things in a romantic perspective, which is actually really great.
I think it's a great way to think about things too. I mean, I am not saying that as a host of Reloscopes. I'm saying that personally.
Yeah.
People who are in a romantic relationship are obviously going to think about it more, and you can learn more about what you're thinking with my podcast, Reloscopes, Relationship Science and Science Podcast.
It's very good. No, definitely. But yeah, when I think about like relationships and like, yeah, when it's like get a back rub from someone, I'm like, would I really expect my girlfriend to give me a back rub?
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah. Like, not really. But then when people are like, oh, your boyfriend, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I can see where that would kind of come together. But no, I don't think about stuff in terms of that, because I think I'll go with the first one.
Yeah. I think that's valid.
Someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished. Oh, that's cute. Someone I love does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy. Yeah. I think I like the second one. But I feel like I probably no. Yeah, I think
it's a tough one. Actually. It's a tough one.
No, I think I get too self-conscious about the second one. Mm-hmm. Like when someone does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy. I like that because I'm like, oh, that's sweet. But I get way too like self-conscious about it because I'm like a people pleaser. So then I just feel bad, and then I'm just like checking on them, like, you know, are you having a good time? Like, is this like, are you having a good? Like, I always say, I'm just like, are you having a good time? And they're like, yeah, like chill. I'm like, I know, but like, I know you didn't really want to do this, so like, are you having a good time?
Yeah,
that stresses me. I hate that because then I can't enjoy myself.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's like when you show like a movie that you love to somebody. And you're kind of always like looking at them, like, are they enjoying this? Like, is this a good movie? Because like, I hate that.
Or like when you send music to someone and you're just like waiting for their response. Yeah. And you're just like, are you enjoying this? Are you like, is this?
And you like sit there and you're like,
I've just bared my soul to you.
Literally, I'm like, do you like it? Like, is this good? Do you love it? Like, and then if they don't, it just breaks my heart.
The worst
so I think I have to go with it. Right?
Yeah.
So I think I have to go with the first one because I love when people are like, yay, you did something. Like, I want like hype, like cheerleader. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, that's good. Like, I want, party up in here. Okay. I am able to be in close proximity to someone I love. I sense someone I love showing interest in things I care about. I think close proximity, I think we're running with this kind of theme. I think we know what the answer is going to be. Someone I love works on special projects with me that I have to complete. What are these special projects? Like, what is that?
Like, mean? It could be like am
I in a group assignment? Like, confused.
Well, I think the way I see it is kind of like, moving into a new home, for example, like participating in that as a small project, or even just grocery shopping, something as small as that. That's the way I see it, because like it's like a task that needs to be done, and if you partake in it together,
that's
that
nice.
kind of thing. That's the way I see it. That's how I interpreted the question, and that's what I told Gabriella as well. So,
okay, I'm around with that.
I hope I'm right.
I like when people just do like daily tasks with me. Like, I love when friends come grocery shopping with me. Like, even if they're not grocery shopping, it's just cute.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's just a
agree.
vibe.
I agree.
I love it. Okay, I'm complimented by someone I love on my appearance. Someone I love takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings. Probably the second one, because I feel like unless it's like a random person who compliments my appearance, I tend to just not take it in.
Right.
Because like you could look like absolute trash and be wearing like corduroy overalls and your girlfriend would still be like, you look amazing. Like,
corduroy overalls are not trash. That's like
okay.
I think they're fine. I think they're fine.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's
but
great.
I will not be
no.
wearing corduroy overalls in front of you anymore. I'll make a note of that. I'll put that down.
Do you own corduroy overalls?
I think I own a corduroy pantsuit.
That's okay.
But I've always wanted corduroy overalls.
I should have picked something else. I'm so sorry. This is not an insult to your fashion. You have great fashion sense. I just don't like them on me. I don't wear cords. It just doesn't work on my appearance.
Right.
So that's what I mean. As in, like, I could come out in like corduroy overalls and my girlfriends would still be like, you look amazing. And I would not believe, like, I'd believe them, but I wouldn't believe them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, you can get a certain amount of hype from people and then you're just like, okay, this doesn't really mean too much.
Yeah. It's so like, I believe that you think that I look amazing, but do I look amazing? Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can think I look amazing. Yeah. I don't think I look amazing.
Yeah. Essentially.
100%. Okay. I share meaningful touch in public. Ooh, saucy. With someone I love. Someone I love offers to run errands for me. Oh, probably the second one because I'm always so exhausted. Like, please, somebody help me. Someone I love does something special for me to help me out. I get a gift that someone I love put thought into choosing. Right. So I need to read that again. Whoa, dyslexia. Someone I love does something special for me to help me out. I get a gift that someone I love put thought into choosing.
Tough.
Why am I not processing this?
So like if the first one is what was
get a gift and then someone I love does something special for me to help me out or someone get me a gift. Why did that take me so long?
Maybe you just needed my voice for clarity.
Yeah. I needed clarity. Yeah, we're gonna go with the gift because I feel like I already said I like it when people help me out.
I love how you're choosing your answers based on like, I've already said this, so maybe I shouldn't say this again.
I'm realizing, like, you know when like you try and get like a certain answer on a quiz?
Yes.
It's like, you know, like who would be like your best match, like, you know, from like characters from Gilmore Girls and you're like trying to get Chad Michael Murray like you want. Like, so you're like, I'm gonna pick surfing and like rock concerts because I know that's
exactly yeah. Are you trying? You're trying to confuse the algorithm with your answers.
Yeah, I'm like, I want it to. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, okay. Someone I love doesn't check their phone while we're talking with each other. Oh, I love that. Someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
Oh, I feel like that's tough for you.
That's hard because I feel like both of those mean a lot to me. Like I am like a quality time person, but also when people do like little acts of service that make my life easier, that's good. You know what my husband's going to be doing. just everything. I want your attention. I also want you to be my servant. Thank you very much. Just like built-in butler.
It's like a trophy husband.
Oh, totally. Oh, gosh. This is a really bad reflection of myself. Someone I love doesn't check their phone. Someone goes, probably doesn't check their phone. I hate when people check their phone or are texting someone while I'm talking to them, especially when it comes to Apple Watches. I swear they are the bane of my existence. Nothing cheeses me off more. That's not true. But like, I find it grinds my gears so much when I'm with my girlfriends and they're like watch or just buzz like so much, and they're always looking at their wrists, and I'm like, hello.
Like
oh
just
my gosh,
turn the focus mode on, guys. Like,
right? I'm just like, they'll be like, oh yeah, and I'm like, hello. Like, are you listening?
I'm the same.
I hate it. For that reason, I have not gotten an Apple Watch, because I'm like, I'm not going to be that person. I just, So unless it's like a work thing, like if I'm messaging in front of someone, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I just got to answer this. It's a work related thing. Because, you know, our phone is always popping off with work related stuff. Oh my gosh.
We'll have to cut that one, I think, from the
Sorry. Snip. There you go. I look forward to a holiday because I'll probably get a gift from someone I love. I hear the words, I appreciate you, from someone I love. Oh, that's sweet. I thought I meant a holiday, like a physical holiday, as in like going to like the Bahamas, because I was like, why would I get a gift from someone in like the Bahamas?
I think that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I think you just want to go to the Bahamas.
Like, it means like, it means like Christmas or Easter.
Yeah, I think because it's American, they say holiday instead of like vacation.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. That's confusing. Okay, I hear the words, I appreciate you. I think probably the words, I appreciate you, just because I never look forward to someone giving me a gift, because I always assume that they're not going to give me a gift, because I hate being disappointed when they don't give me a gift. So now I assume that no one's going to give me a gift. Yeah. And then when they do, I'm like, oh, wow. You know, it's like that.
I feel like that's also something that we should probably unpack later on.
Is my like, you don't have expectations and then you will be exceeded. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe. Oh, that's so sad. It's like, when the guy's like, I can't promise anything, which means I'll get away with everything.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. That's a different conversation. But that's a whole thing.
That's a whole episode. Okay. Someone I love and haven't seen in a while thinks enough of me to give me a little gift. Someone I love takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel stressed to do at the time. Oh, definitely the second one. Totally. Someone I love doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking. Gift giving is an important part of a relationship with someone I love. Probably the gift giving. I am from a big family, so being interrupted is pretty regular. Someone I love helps me out when they know I'm already tired. I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love. Oh, I love doing that. That's fun. I love going on little adventures with people. That's like my whole existence. Someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show their care or concern. Someone I love gives me a little gift that they picked up in the course of their normal day. Ah, that's so cute. Definitely the second one. Oh, I love that.
I really, really love your real-time reactions to like every single question.
I love it. Oh, that's always like the peak of my existence. Like, honestly. That's so sweet. Like, if you walk past the garden and pick me a flower, like, that's so cute. Anyway, someone I love says something encouraging to me. I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love. Probably the encouraging words one, honestly. Okay. I like the idea of the shared activity one, like the spending time in a shared activity or hobby, but I can't entirely, like, think of like one that I actually do with someone that we enjoy. Like, I go to classes with friends, but we just sit there and whinge the whole time. So
I think whinging is a shared activity.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. 100%. Someone I love surprises me with a small token of appreciation. I'm touching someone I love frequently to express our friendship. Probably the second one. I am a touchy-feely person. Someone I love helps me out, especially if I know they're already busy. I hear someone I love tell me they appreciate me. Probably the first one. I think that means a lot when people go out of their way, even when it's like been difficult for them to go out of their way. Like, like that's when you know, like, you mean something to someone.
Yeah.
That's the good vibes. That's the good vibes right there. I get a hug from someone whom I haven't seen in a while. I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him or her. Oh, Definitely the second one. I feel like I kind of wrote off the first one because like I love getting hugs, but it has to be a good hug. I would rather not get a hug and then get a bad hug. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like if I've got like a friend and like they come over and they just do like the one, just like the like, no, I would rather you have not hugged me than give me that like weird, like, you know, wet towel hug. Like, what was that? Like, that was gross. Yeah. Like, you know, when like guys, they got their one hand in their pocket and they just do like,
yeah. That's
like, I
that's
hate
lazy.
that. I'm like, just, I'm just like, you may as well just not have hugged me. But when like your girlfriends hug you and they like squeeze you, it's like,
yes.
that's the good stuff right there.
Yes, agreed.
So I think only because of that, I'll pick the tell them someone I love tell me how much I mean to him or her.
We need a Tia Rates Hugs blog.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we can like try out everyone's hugs, and because I'm tall, I feel like it means more. Because it's like I have like a set like hug, and then like everyone else's can be different. So I like that. Okay. Oh, okay, I got the answers.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
We made it to the end. Oh, okay. First one. Wait, you want me to read out the answers? Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the answers. The first one is quality time. I'll be surprised.
No.
Nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Yep. Being there for this person is critical. Oh, that's sad. Distractions, postponed activities, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Whether it's spending uninterrupted time talking with someone else or doing activities together, you deepen your connection with others through sharing time. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, and then the second one.
You can go through the rest without like describing all of them.
Okay. And then the second one was acts of service. And then the third one was receiving gifts.
Okay.
Then the fourth one was words of affirmation.
Yep.
And then the fifth one was physical touch.
Interesting.
Which I find
maybe it's because because it's about like priority, right? Like what's more meaningful to you. So maybe like giving out hugs is just something that you just do. Whereas like the other stuff, maybe it happens less often. So you value it a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I'm like, I love physical touch, but like a certain type.
I mean, you just said that there are bad hugs.
There are bad hugs. That's the thing. It's possible to give me bad hugs. But yeah, I think quality time definitely makes the most sense because that's the thing I get the most upset about. And then acts of service is like when people help me out, that means everything to me because I am always exhausted. It's hard being a strong, independent woman. Nobody told me that when I signed up for this gig. No one was like, this is going to be difficult. No. Nobody said that. Anyway.
Something I always say with regards to that is that I was made for the girl boss life, but the girl boss life was not made for me.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, no. The other way around. The girl boss lifestyle was made for me, but I was not made physically for the girl boss lifestyle.
Right? Like, I need a lot of quality time in service. That does not sound like the girl boss lifestyle. But maybe that means the most to me because I have to lead the girl boss lifestyle.
Maybe.
So I'm like, when I get those things, it's like,
it's just good. Like so I've got my results are 2 of them tied for the top.
What are yours?
Words of affirmation and acts of service. So like there we go, the girl bossery. It's like I need people to do things for me.
Girl bosses me now.
And I need people to tell me I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. I love that. Girl bosses, I think it means more to us because like we always do stuff by ourselves.
Yeah.
So when there is acts of service done for us, it's like
it's like, oh my God, you did that for me. I could do it myself, but I can't believe you went out of your way to do it for me.
Right? Like, yes, I love that. I love it. That's so good. Wow. Mine really like weren't that fast spaced out. Like, were yours like really big differences?
So I didn't get percentages. I got numbers.
Oh, okay.
Might have to do the quiz again. But it's essentially like I was told that I can get a maximum of 12 for each, like as a score for each type.
Right.
And I got 8 for acts of service and words of affirmation, 6 for physical touch and quality time, and 2 for receiving gifts. Apparently, I don't like receiving gifts, which is not true. I love gifts.
Everyone likes it,
but I guess like the other things are just way more important to me and kind of
your priority.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. See, mine were not all that different, especially my top 3 were only different by like a few percent. So like my quality time was 27%, then acts of service was 23%, and then presents or receiving gifts was 20%, and then words of affirmation was 17%, and then physical touch was 13%. So obviously like the last one there is the biggest difference, but between each of them there's literally like 3%.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I'm just a needy person. Just all around. I love it.
I guess my like kind of final question is just like, are you surprised by the results you received, or does it just make a lot of sense for you?
I think now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense for me. I think I overestimated. I think I overestimated like the whole physical touch thing. I was like, oh yeah, like physical touch, like that's my jam. But then when it came down to it, it was actually quality time and acts of service. And I was like, oh, okay, like I think that makes sense. Because I think when I think love languages, I always think like physical stuff. But when in actual reality, I'm more of like what it means to me mentally. So yeah, I think that's interesting. Not super surprised, but I think it makes the most sense. It definitely, because now that I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, those are definitely the things that mean the most to me. I think on a daily basis, I'm like a physical touch person, but I require like a lot of quality time and acts of service to like actually make me feel good. Yeah, interesting.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, you and I have to go grocery shopping, and I will push the trolley.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, because I have to do all those things by myself, and I get so bored. I'm like, this is gross.
Yeah, I feel that. It's always more fun with a friend, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything's more fun with a friend. I love it.
All right, Tia, where can our people find you? Where can they find your podcasts, and what are you working on right now?
Ooh, a little self-plug. So you guys can find me at Bouncing Back, which is the Personal Resilience Science Insights podcast. And then you can also find me at Work in Progress, which is the Personal Productivity Science Insights podcast. So I am the host there for both of those things. We talk to awesome guests and experts, just like Aditi. And at the moment, I am working on 2 different things. So for Bouncing Back, like we're doing the practice thing, which is this whole vlog situation. Over on the Bouncing Back channel, I am talking about meditation and mindfulness lifestyle. So I'm meditating every day for 30 days to see actually how that goes. So that's going to be very interesting. It's been interesting so far. So definitely go check that out. And then for Work in Progress, I'm looking at sleep productivity, mainly because that was the easiest thing to do out of all the productive practices. But it's really interesting. I am a terrible sleeper. So I've got a whole sleep routine, bedtime routine, keeping track of like times and dates and schedules. And it's really interesting so far. And I've been traveling a lot lately. So my sleep has definitely been a little rocky. So yeah, you can go check those out and like and subscribe on Aditi's channel.
Thank you. And as a fellow Blad sleeper, I'm actually really looking forward to the sleeping vlogs. Also just fun to watch you sleep. I'm going to say that in the creepiest way possible.
Yeah, no, that is the odd aspect of this practice. But look, hey, everybody does it. It's totally normal.
That is true. Very true. Right. Thank you again for joining me. It has been, I've had such a great time.
It was great. Thank you, Didi.